Hey guys, how are ya? So I'm here to let you know about the whole military joining process. So it's great that you are considering to joining the military. That's awesome. So the first thing you gotta do is talk to a recruiter. Obviously, the recruiter is the one who's gonna set you up and get you lined up for everything. When I thought about joining the military, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be easy, blah 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 blah. It's definitely not a long process, but it can definitely be a little tedious, and depending on what your job is and where is it that you're going, what military branch you're joining, it could be long. So I'm just going to really give a quick breakdown of how my military process worked for me. I actually joined the Navy in April. I ship out to boot camp in 5 days. Um, September 30th is the day that I go to the hotel and that stuff, but I actually will go on active duty on October 1st, which is awesome, which I'm excited about. So let me just give you guys a quick breakdown of how it is to joining the military. So the first thing I did, I definitely went in. I already kind of had my mind made up that I wanted to join. So when I met up with the recruiter, the first thing I had to do, we discussed what was my plan, what I wanted to do. They will ask you questions to see if you're joining in for the right reasons, because at the end of the day, it's about your future. So I would definitely suggest ask a lot of questions. Everything you think about, ask. School, family, work, day-to-day, 5 years from now, future, you have to ask all these questions because that's the only way you're going to make the right decision towards your future. So I know me, I asked a million questions, and then from then, right there, you have to take a little practice test. But the little practice test is kind of like preparing you for the Asvab. If you are considering joining the military, I know you probably have heard the Asvab. I will explain to you a little bit about it later. But you take a little quick pre-test. It's only 20 minutes, I believe. A few questions, and then from then on, we'll see roughly how much you were scoring in Asvab and what you need to work on and all that stuff. I know I did pretty good because I didn't have to really much study for anything. That same day we set up, for me to take the test. So I don't remember what I got, but I know you at least need a 30 something or something kind of close that you would get on an ASVAB. So, I actually think I got a 40 something, which was kind of, but I passed and I did study. So, after I took the test, I think I registered for the ASVAB maybe 2-3 weeks later. I was scheduled to take the ASVAB 2 or 3 weeks later, which, the ASVAB, I know, I'm going to just talk a little bit about it. So the ASVAB is another SATs. I graduated high school at 18. I took the ASVAB at 22. So it was very oh my god, I'm 23 now, but I took it in April. So it wasn't very oh my god, I've been in college, but it's very different. It's an SAT. So I took the SATs when I was 17. So it was kind of, kind of whatever. I studied a lot. Pretty much you do have to study a lot of English and a lot of math. A lot of English, a lot of math. I'm going to show you a few books that I used to prepare me for the ASVAB. I used the Kaplan ASVAB. The ASVAB is the Armed Forces Vocational Aptitude Battery exam, which will test everything: English, math, verbal, arithmetic, all these things. And then you have the little subsections, which are science, electronics, automotive, shop, mechanics, and assembling objects. So this book is very helpful. I use this one, but then I also really like this one much more. It's the ASVAB for Dummies. I really enjoyed this book. It definitely was much more informational, and this one has 3 practice tests, which I suggest for you to do. Take those practice tests, take them, because they really do help out, and prepare you for the exam. This one too has 3 practice tests. Another one that I really enjoyed that I don't have with me because I lent it to my friend is a Barron's book. It's short, little. It's a really good book because let's say you're just 18 and you're just coming out of high school and you just want a quick brush up. That is a great book. It has 3 exams and then formulas. Break them down. Boom, 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 boom. Quick. This one will give you the whole process on how to do them, but the Barron's book is more quick and it'll let you know about it. So definitely suggest either one of these 3 books. It's definitely a lot of studying. The test is a progressive exam, the one that I took. So it's the more questions you get right, the harder it gets. So once you see at first, I believe the first few questions are neutral, and then from then on, it goes for that's for each subject, I believe. Then it gets harder and harder the more correct questions you get. Some people like that method, some people don't. The other method is just pretty much like an SATs. You get the questions and you just go. You know, the questions are there. So it could be a little, it kind of goes both ways, you know. So I'm not sure which way you can take the exam, but, you know, one of the bad things about the progressive is that you can't go back and change your answer. So once you put in that answer, that's going to be your answer locked. You know, at least with the old format, you can go back and reread and within your time. So I'm not sure which way works for you, but definitely try to see which way you can take them. If you can take either one of them, then that'll be great. But I know that I didn't have a choice. I only had the new format. So after that, I did medical. A great thing that happened to me was that my medical and my Asvab, the test, I took them on the same day, so I only had to go to Meps once. So Meps is the Military Entrance Processing Services Center, I think. That's where everything takes place. Your scores, your oath, medical, everything. So it's usually on a base, which is pretty awesome. You get to go on base and get to like know and see with the base and all that stuff. So mine was in Brooklyn, which was pretty cool. I really, really enjoyed it. So it was really nice. But yes, because I am from New York, so that's the one that I did. So definitely take advantage of like the surroundings and see how your new life is going to be. So after you take the ASVAB, I did the medical. So when I did the medical, I did everything from eyes to ears to nose. They check everything. And do not lie. That's one thing I'm going to say. Do not lie about anything. You have to be as honest as possible because they research you and they will see everything. So, you know, just try to be as honest as you can. Just be prepared for a really, really, really long day. I was there at like 5 in the morning and I think I left at like 4. So after you do your medical, that's how they balance which jobs you qualify for. I really thought that, you know, like it didn't really matter, but it does. So you can't take the ASVAB and then get offered jobs, or take your physical and then get offered jobs. They both go together. So again, this is mainly for the Navy because this is what I joined. But and then on, you get offered your jobs. You know, I got offered about 5 jobs, and my recruiter was with me and helped me pick out the jobs which was best for me, which I'm super excited about my job. And then from then on, you sign and then you take your oath. So once you take your oath, you're swearing that, you know, now like you're gonna defend this country and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. The swearing, it's pretty nice. But so yeah, after that, that was my whole day. So then I signed my paperwork and all that stuff, and I officially am part of the Navy DEP program. So in the DEP program is where you delay entry program. So my job took me 6 months to wait, and that's the job that I wanted. I had, from the 5 jobs that I had, some of them left like next month, some of them left in 2 months, but no, I didn't want either of those jobs. So the jobs that I wanted left on October 1st. So this is why it took kind of a little long for me, but I know that there were some people in my DEP program that joined like May 1st and left like June 15th. So it's definitely up to that. One of the big things that I'm going to say about Meps is you do have to really, really be on point. You know, they're really quick. It's a lot of hurry up and wait, a lot of patience, So definitely be prepared for a really, really long day. Go with, and their dress code is ridiculous. You definitely go as comfortable, sneakers, go with sweats, go with a hoodie, go comfortable. Don't try to look cute. You know, they will yell at you. Don't try to look cute with tight fitted jeans and high heel boots or whatever. Don't even do it to yourself. Everybody there is for the same thing. So definitely be prepared for a long day. But then this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be done for now. If I forgot anything, I will do it in my next video. So just stay tuned, and I will get back to you. And if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, so this is my video, just letting you guys know how it was, the whole process. And then my next video would be on my delay entry program, a little bit more about DEP. Alright, so I'll see you later.